all you are doing good. Welcome to the Learn Code Easily. So today we will going to solve our stack series that we have, in which we have completed some of the questions. So if you haven't yet accessed the series, access it, because it's very helpful for you, because here we have solved the medium level question. We have solved the easy level question, and we have moved towards the medium level question, and in the medium level we have solved some of the question here. So if you haven't subscribed yet my channel, please subscribe and access this series as well. So here we have solved more than 22 questions. So I think today is the 23rd video regarding the stack. So we will solve. So today's question is 921, that is minimum add to make parentheses. So here we need to add the minimum number of parentheses. So this is a stack. If you haven't subscribed, if you haven't accessed, you can access it. So here it is given that we need to add the minimum number of parentheses. Okay, so how we can find the numbers of parentheses, which if we add to it, then we can get the valid parentheses. So here three things are given: when our parentheses is valid parentheses, when we have empty string, okay, and when two string are concatenated. So in short form, if I can make you understand, so what is valid parenthesis? Valid parenthesis is, if it is this one, it is valid, and if it is an empty string, then it is valid. Okay, so what is invalid? What are the invalid parentheses? It is opening braces, it has again opening braces, it is closing braces. As you can see, there is no closing braces for this, so this is not valid. For this one, valid. This one, invalid. It do not have any closing braces. It do not have any opening braces, also not valid. Also not valid. It do not have any closing braces. Now I will give you some example. Now you will tell me whether it is a valid or not. Now you can tell me. Take the thing for 10 seconds and tell me. I hope you have got the answer. Yes, you are correct. It is invalid. It do not have any closing braces for this one. It is also invalid. It do not have any opening braces for this one. Okay. Now for this one, as you can see, it is combination. It is combination. It is also combination. But for this one, for this one, for this one, for this one, we do not have any opening braces. Okay, so we do not have any opening braces, so it is also not valid one. So here we have understood what the question is saying. So I hope you have understood. Now the second thing is how we can solve this. How we can solve. Now if we have an example, if we have this one, so now we need to solve with the help of stack. Okay, so in the stack we will insert the first value, first parenthesis, that is opening. Okay, let it be, because it is opening. Until unless we are getting the opening braces, we are free to insert. It is also opening. it is also opening. Now we need to again insert, it is also opening. Now as we find the ending one, this one, we need to see before inserting, we need to see the previous value. Or let me clear this one. Okay, we are getting opening, yes, we are getting opening, good. As we getting the closing one, we will see the first the whether I have any opening braces or not. If it is opening braces, we will simply pop it out. We are not going to insert this one because we have found, if we already inserted, assume we have inserted, then we need to check whether we have a pair of not. If we are getting any pair, if we have a pair, then we will pop the both of them. But here, for our for the easiness, I am not inserting. Before inserting, I'm checking whether I'm getting the opening braces or not. Yes, I'm getting, so I'm popping it out. Now again, before inserting at this position, I will check the last inserted element. There is any insert, there is any opening braces, yes, so we will pop it out. Now our stack is empty. Now the minimum number of parentheses we need to insert is the length of stack, that is 0. Now uh, we will solve this only this, assume we have only opening braces, then we will insert in the stack. Now we do not have any closing braces, so what is the length? Length is 1, and we need only one braces. Assume we have a this one. Okay, if we have a this one, then what we will do, if it is opening braces, it's okay. If we do not have an, if we have a closing braces, so before inserting I will pop it out. Now my stack is empty. If I am getting an empty stack, if I am getting an empty stack and my braces is also open, so what I will do, I will simply insert, because in the stack I am inserting the number of parentheses which we need to insert for making it, for making the parenthesis valid. Okay, so we are inserting the number of parentheses, which number of parentheses, the number of parentheses need to insert for making the string valid. So we need to make it valid. Now we are again inserting. As you can see, now we do not have any other element. Now the length is 2, and that we need. Assume if we again get this type of parenthesis, again we will insert. If we are getting the opening, then we will see the previous parenthesis is present or not. If the previous parenthesis is not present, but here it is present, so we simply pop it out. I hope this is clear somewhat to in your mind. So let's move towards the coding part. So here, what I will do, I need to take one of the stack here. Okay, now I need to traverse the our s. If s is opening, if s is open, then I do not have any problem. I can simply append that particular value. Okay, what else elif else में क्या आएगा? Elif, if my I is equal to, for your easiness I am writing elif, then I need to check if my stack does not empty, and my previous element in the stack always contain the opening braces. Because here, if we are getting the closing braces, then we are making sure that we are getting the opening braces. If we have already gotten the closing braces here, opening braces, then I can simply pop the value. Okay, else means we are not getting any closing braces, that means we are getting the incomplete parenthesis, so we need to simply because as if you take a look, we are only inserting in the stack number of parentheses which we need to insert for making our s string valid. Now we are inserting. Now what we need to return here? We need to simply return the length of s, not stack. So let's see if we have a stack. Now we have a I, and an I we have SSS. Yeah, let's try to run. It is giving me 1270. It is giving me error. Now again see why it is giving me error. If my eye is okay, if my eye is opening, I will simply append. If it is a closing, then I need to see whether my stack is not empty. If my stack is not empty, then I need to check the previous value, whether my previous value is the opening braces or not. If my previous value do not have any opening braces, then we will simply append that particular value to my stack. One two seven zero, 1270, 1270. From here I'm not getting the correct one. So if I is opening, then yes, I will simply insert the I. If it is a closing, assume if we have a closing, stack does not empty, yes, stack of previous is equals to the opening braces, yes, pop it out, pop my last element. Okay, let me pop it out. I have popped. Now I'm not getting. Yeah, I think it should work, but why it is not working? Let's find out the correct. Append करना है I को. Here we are getting two. Here we are getting two. For I in S, I is opening. Yes, stack. If I is closing, yes, stack does not equals to empty, and stack of -1 should be equals to opening. Yeah, shit. It should be opening. If we have, yeah, it's correct. Now run all the cases here. So the video is, I think the video is getting long. So it has been done. Let's try to submit. So I hope we will get the success. Yes, so here we are performing, here we are taking the big of n solution, big of n extra space, because we are taking the stack, and big of n solution because one time we are only inserting the inserting element, and one time we are only popping the element from the stack. So we are traversing big of n. We have big of n solution and big of n time complexity. Okay, now that is related to stack. Now if you want to solve, if you want to make it more easy, okay, then the solution is big of one time and big of n extra space. Now how you can solve this? Let's I'm commenting it out. Okay, so if you will take a look, if you will take a look at it, okay, so instead of storing stack, we can also take a count variable as well. Now how count variable will work? Assume we have a this one, assume we have a this one. Now if I am getting the opening braces, I will increment my count. So it is 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Now if you are getting the decreasing count, if you are getting the closing braces and it is greater than 0, in this case, if I am getting the, here I am getting the opening braces, so until unless stack is not empty, I am free to pop. So until unless I am not getting any negative value, I am free to decrease my counter variable. Okay, so we will decrease 3. We have a closing braces, now we have a 2. Now we have a closing braces, we have a 1. We have a closing braces 0. As you can see, we have 4 opening braces, 4 closing braces, and at last we have a count variable as 0, and the number of parentheses, that is also 0. Okay, now assume if we have a this case. Okay, if you were this case, so assume I'm now we have count variable 1, now 2, 1, okay, now 0. Now as we got the negative value, we can assure that we do not have any opening braces, because why it has become negative. Why it has become negative? Because because the opening braces do not have, because there is no much opening braces which are balancing my closing braces. That's why it is become negative. If it is become negative, I will simply take another variable, that is a min parenthesis, min needed parenthesis. Okay, now here I will store the count variable, and count variable is -1. And as I'm getting the negative value, I will reset my count to 0, because I need to proceed further. Okay, now here my count variable is 0, because after that maybe I can get this one, I can get this one, any variable. Assume if you have get this one. Okay, now needed parenthesis is equals, it will always like this. So now it become -1. Again I got the -1, again my count parenthesis become -1. Okay, now what I will do, now it will change to what? -1 plus of -1. Now it will become -2, but I will reset my count variable as well, so it becomes 0. Now when I move the opening braces, it will become 1. When I will move the closing braces, it becomes 0. Okay, now what will be my answer? Answer will be absolute value of minimum needed variable plus count variable. Okay, so what will be the answer? Answer will be 2, and that is our actual answer. Now why I'm adding, the count here. Okay, assume we have did this one at this point. Now this is 0, this will give me 1, this will give me 2, this will give me 3. Now when I come out of loop, I have the count variable as 3. I have a count variable as 3. So here we need 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. Now this is our answer. Now this solution is big of 1. Now let's try to solve. Let's take the count variable as 0. Okay, now I need to, for I in s. Okay, if my count variable, if my I is equals to this one. Okay, increment count. Else if my count is less than 0, if my count becomes less than 0, then I need to take one of the value, that is minimum parenthesis is equals to the count. Okay, and if it is opening, then we are increasing. If it is closing, then we are decreasing. Now at the last, what I need to return? We need to return this one. Now we have minimum parenthesis, we have a count. If it is opening, okay, if it is closing, we need to decrease it, and we need to here a reset as well. Let's try to submit. Okay, let's try to local variable need parenthesis reference. Okay, we need to write, we need to initialize our variable as well. I hope this time it will run without any error. It has been done. Let's try to submit. Now it has been done, and it is faster than the previous one. So I hope you understood, guys. This question is very easy. You need to just think about it. Okay, so I hope if you really like this, like the way which I'm training, if you really like the video, please like, subscribe and comment, because subscribers are very less. So please subscribe. and I will again come with the same type of approach and same type of question, and we will continue new our with our stack series. And we will, and if you have liked the videos, if you really like the video, please like, subscribe and comment. I will meet in the next video with the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and keep hard work.